welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top story first. Executive members of IJU astonished on hearing grief-stricken stories of Manipuri scribes leave for their respective home states after 3-day stay in Manipur. The news in detail. The 2-day national executive meeting of the biggest organization of the working journalists in India, Indian Journalists Union IJU, has concluded with another session held at Sendra Tourist Home in Bishnupur district on November 23. Executive members of IJU from 20 states of India who participated in the meeting were visibly thunderstruck on hearing the grief-stricken stories of the working journalists of the state. The national executive meeting, hosted and organized by the All Manipur Working Journalists Union AMJU, was inaugurated by the Chief Minister of Manipur O. Ibobi on November 22. General Secretary of AMJU G. Naucha Sharma gave the keynote address in which he elaborated on the various problems, threats, obstacles, etc. being faced by the working journalists of Manipur. The top office bearers of IJU also assured of looking into the problems faced by the journalists of Manipur, besides taking up necessary steps to implement the wage board fully in the state. The visiting journalists, numbering about 140 from 20 different states, were taken on a tour to More, a town bordering Myanmar, yesterday. A sumptuous lunch hosted by the Managing Director of Shrija Hospitals and Research Institute, Langol, Dr. K.H. Palin, was organized at a popular restaurant at Tamu, Myanmar, in honor of the visiting journalists. Dr. Palin narrated about the friendly relation Manipur on Indian side has with Myanmar, particularly in healthcare sector, to the visiting journalists. He also talked about the role the institute has been taking in healthcare in the neighboring states and also in Myanmar. The journalists had a detailed interaction with Dr. Palin on matters related to healthcare. Chief Minister O. Ibobi hosted a grand dinner in honor of the visiting journalists on the lawns of the Chief Minister's bungalow last evening. The journalists left Imphal this morning. On the way to More yesterday, the large team of journalists came across a road blockade at Palel by the residents of the area, protesting the arrest and alleged torture of a young student by the police commandos posted at Palel police station. When the journalists returned from More, people of Palel areas still remained enforcing the Bandh. They damaged 3 cars. President of AMJU, Wankhemcha Shamjai, told the ISTV News about the matters brought up by AMJU at the National Executive Meeting and what assurance the IJU had given.
Manipur akhoi thabuk suriba akhoi gi haibide akhoi working journalists union AMJU gi inda akhoi gi member oira bona pai journalists sing asida tonga na media house sing thabuk tawriba akhoi gi journalists sing asigi akhoi gi khusuman jam dikna piba gi matang da akhoi gi Supreme Court hadak mamangi sahida khogi order thoki ba khogi mesethia whiteboard to chana hanaba khogi amju gi mai dagi yamna kanna khogi takshin ki aduga sigi famna akhogi amju gi pukat ba khum asi akhogi takshin ki adu natana akhoi manipur lai ba khogi manipur gi khogi generation asi khogi family benefit scheme akhoi haibi ayamna so khogi permission awa gi scheme mayam chana hanaba adu free medical aid haida na lai mu da khung cha ba phangna ba ada koi pension scheme si han dagi ha phi fagat na ba koi press auction colony hangdok na ba adagi sida natara koi manipur press academy ama lingni bagi matang su khona amjuna kana khora da thapuk tori ba mayam do koi thamki.
A team of police commandos led by Deputy SP Roni Mayingbam and 2nd OC Commando Vaipai today seized a large quantity of intoxicating substances including tobacco products such as zarda, khaini, cigarettes, etc., which were found selling or taking inside the venue of the Sangai festival at Hapta Kangjebung. The seized articles were destroyed by burning on the Imphal river bank today. Deputy SP Roni Mayingbam said the drive will continue to stop such intoxicants being sold or taking inside the venue of the Sangai festival. The police officer appealed to the public not to sell or take such articles inside the venue.
yu na chingba khani kokta adigi chakwa mayam char lak pusin base akoi strictly thingjai aduna hojik su mai thari basi akoi na ngarang nahan dagi pagacharakpa mayam do akoi na dispose of jabane aduna mayam da message samtang pujin ningi sangai festival yengba lakchariba lakpiriba mayam na singba chinjak phatta base pusin biratna ba haiduna akoi na police Manipur police team dagi akoi na appeal tokjari.
Moving on to some national and international news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached Nepal's capital Kathmandu today to attend the 18th SAARC summit being hosted by Nepal from tomorrow. The summit will focus on the theme of deeper regional integration for peace and prosperity. The issue of black money created uproar in Lok Sabha on the first working day of winter session, with opposition asking the government to fulfill its promise of bringing it back from abroad. Both the houses faced adjournment today following uproarious scenes on black money issue by opposition members. In Lok Sabha, as soon as the house met for today's business, members from Trinamool Congress, RJD, Congress, Telangana Rashtra Samiti, Aam Aadmi Party and Samajwadi Party raised the issue, demanding suspension of question hour and discussion on the issue. Quoting rules, Speaker Sumitra Mahajan rejected their plea. Members trooped into the well, raising slogans of "Bring back black money." Some of them were carrying umbrellas, having slogans on black money. The Speaker tried to conduct question hour amidst noisy scenes. Her repeated appeals for maintaining order were unheeded, forcing the Speaker to adjourn the House. Polling for the first phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir is underway amidst tight security. The election for 13 assembly seats in Jharkhand is underway peacefully today. Nearly 40,000 security forces have been deployed for 3,961 polling stations. About 33 lakhs and 60,000 voters have option to select from 199 candidates. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed an election rally at Chaibasa today. In Jammu and Kashmir, polling is underway in 15 assembly segments at 1,787 polling booths. These assembly segments include all 4 seats of Ladakh, 5 seats of Kashmir and 6 seats of Jammu region. All arrangements are in place for peaceful, free and fair elections. Jammu and Kashmir registered brisk 34% polling till noon as voters braved the cold and turned up at polling booths for the first of the 5-phase assembly elections in the state. Jharkhand, which is also voting in 5 phases, registered a little over 48% turnout till 1 p.m. In a major decision to curb the use of cigarettes, the Health Ministry has accepted the recommendation of expert panel to ban the sale of loose cigarettes. The ministry has circulated a draft note on the ban. Before a reshuffle in the cabinet, former Health Minister and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, Dr. Harshvardhan, had favored a complete ban on e-cigarettes and all products described as electronic nicotine delivery systems or ENDS. He had said that such products push children towards tobacco habit, eventually via nicotine dependence. Scuffles erupted as Hong Kong authorities cleared part of a pro-democracy protest camp in the bustling district of Mong Kok today, following a court order to reopen a road with several demonstrators taken away in police vans. The gritty working-class area across the harbour from the main protest site at Admiralty has been the scene of some of the most violent clashes during 2 months of pro-democracy demonstrations in the Chinese-ruled city. Hundreds of police stood guard as authorities enforced the court order to reopen Argyle Street to free up traffic. There was little resistance until the afternoon when police, some in rows with arms linked, faced off with protesters, several of whom were forcibly removed. Workers in white helmets and vests moved wooden blockades from the road after demonstrators had earlier dismantled tents and packed up their belongings. The injunction was granted to a bus company, which said the blockade had hurt business. And now let's take a look at the top story once again. Executive members of IJU, astonished on hearing grief-stricken stories of Manipuri scribes, leave for their respective home states after 3-day stay in Manipur. Thanks for joining us and do keep watching for more updates.